So you have done that. Now, I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. Right. I want to make sure that everything is good. You're there. Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Why don't we start there? Mike's yours.
Okay, well, he said that he probably sees them. It doesn't say they're naked there, so
It does.
They might have. No, it doesn't.
He said that they have no clothes on. When you have no clothes on, you're naked.
Who said that they didn't have clothes on?
Donald Trump.
He didn't say that in the clip.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay, again, I want to hear it again.
Doc's good. You're there. Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay?
There you go.
Oh, well, it's a club. Like, he didn't actually say clothes, but he said club.
I think it's important for us to be intelligent, rational people.
Okay,
so you say no clothes, and then Howard Stern says, so you're like a doctor.
I definitely don't agree
Why did
with
Howard
that?
Stern say you're like a doctor? Because doctors get to see people naked.
Okay, I don't agree with that. But men are men, and men have testosterone, and men love beautiful women. And trust me, I would prefer a man that actually looks at women and is sexually attracted to women than someone that is not. And I actually like looking at women too, and I'm not even a lesbian, but I think women's bodies are beautiful. It's like
Ma'am,
art
I'm
to
sorry.
Me.
No,
it's art to me.
This is disgusting.
No, and
you just told me that you would prefer a man who, quote unquote.
I'm laughing because the mental gymnastics this woman has to go through in order to avoid saying that what Trump said was predatory in nature is just kind of funny to me, because for a lot of these MAGA women, they see Trump as an extension of themselves, and they see him as a symbol of masculinity and what an alpha male should look like. So if they say that he is maybe misogynistic, or if they say that he doesn't actually care about women, they have to acknowledge that the identity in which they probably voted for him from, or the identity that is supporting him now, is potentially a little bit misinformed and is a little bit naive, right? She said she would rather know that men are sexually attracted to women because at least that way it's natural, right? And this is how women will normalize harm without even realizing it, right? You don't even realize that the things that you're saying is low-key harmful in a sense. Like, you saying that it's better for a man to be sexually attracted to women even if he's crossing boundaries, even if he is being predatory in nature, is damaging, right? And women who have an imaginary man in their head, who haven't deconstructed from the conditioning, they will do mental gymnastics, they'll do cartwheels, they'll hula hoop, they'll do backflips, all to avoid coming to a conclusion and facing the truth head on, which is the fact that they have internalized seeing the world from a male lens. Like, when you have an imaginary man in your head, you judge women through the eyes of a man. You judge other men through the eyes of a man, right? You see masculinity as this binary thing. You see it as like, oh, men have to be strong and they have to be powerful and they can't ever admit to being wrong, right? And so you then move through life with this ideal, and anything that contradicts that, anything that attacks that, feels like an attack on you personally. These women aren't even defending Trump. They're defending their identities. They're defending them, and they're trying to convince people that they're not stupid and they're not misinformed for voting for someone like Trump, especially with everything that's going on with him, right? And this is why I talk so deeply about ego pretty, because when you are attracted to ego pretty men, it means a lot of the time you are seeing them from how you want to see them based on the identity that you're in. So you see them through your own projection. You project the good part of this man and you don't see him for who he truly is. So when someone tries to expose him to you, you're like, no, I don't want to see that. Another thing as well, when you grow up with religious conditioning as well, you learn to see male validation as something that's quite scarce. So the idea of a man desiring you, it feels like survival. The idea that a man desires you feels like, okay, at least I know I'm chosen. At least I know I'm valuable because a man finds me sexually attractive. You think that attention somehow equates to you being worthy of a man. And that's how a lot of these women who are conditioned by religion, who are conditioned by a lot of men, right? That's how these women think. They don't see it as a bad thing. They see it as natural. They see it as necessary, right? And because a lot of these women are socialized into scarcity as well because of religious conditioning, they see even men who like other men as a form of competition. So if a man isn't sexually attracted to a woman, they're like, oh, he has to be sexually attracted to a man, so now men are threats too. So I already see dating, I already see valuable men as something that's scarce. Now I have to worry about that valuable man not being sexually attracted to me and potentially being sexually attracted to another man. right? If you want to know more in depth as to what Ego's Pretty's about, why women repeat patterns and we repeat loops without even realizing, click the link in my bio. I go into so much depth.